Hi guys, and welcome to Mighty Kiddos. Today we will be discussing our 4-month milestones. They're pretty exciting as our child is now beginning to be more alert and noticing more things around him. If you want to find out what to be looking for in the coming month, stay tuned. So hi everyone. What we will be noticing that our 4-month-old is now doing in terms of social development. Now he is smiling spontaneously to loved ones. The other thing is that they're really starting to enjoy playing with another person. And if all of a sudden that person stops playing, the baby's now beginning to let you know like, I want you to play again with me. So that is really cool social emotional development that we can expect for a 4-month-old. The other one, in terms of language, we're starting to hear a lot more babbling by now. It could be open vowels like oh. It could also be la 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 la. Maybe some goo goo. So by this age, we're starting to see more of that oral motor awareness, and they're starting to use more of their vocalizations to catch our attention. So that is very exciting to see in babies this age. And the other one is that you may have noticed now that the baby has different cries. Tú puedes, aquí están. Tú puedes. Yes. Be on the lookout for that. The more you connect and the more you get to know your child, you will know what those cries are signaling. Now, in terms of cognition, a lot is going on right now as your brain continues to develop rapidly. And one of the things that you will start noticing is that they are responding more to affection. So if you caress their face, if you do more of the one-on-one talking, you will see that the baby is perhaps trying to touch your face, or the baby kind of snuggles his head underneath by your neck. Each baby snuggles differently and shows its affection differently. Also, cognitively, they're able to track objects in their line of sight. Now they're able to track it without necessarily having to move their head. If they're moving their head, that's still okay. So another thing to notice and really get excited about is that baby's starting to recognize faces at a distance. The baby's able to recognize when big brother is coming, when daddy is coming, or when somebody's coming down the stairs. Baby's able to really recognize those faces, and that is really cool to notice. Another thing that we're noticing at this age is baby's eye and hand coordination. So by this time, the baby's able to focus on a toy and either grasp for it with one hand or with both hands at midline. So, you know, having dangling toys from the gym is really interesting right now. Offering them toys, head on for them is really interesting, and you're developing that. So make sure you're giving your child opportunities to do this on a daily basis. In terms of movement, baby is now bringing hands to his mouth. You know, he's able to hold his head steadily now when you give him light support sitting down. Also, when you put him on tummy time, he is able to push more on his elbows and forearms and is lifting his chest a lot higher from the ground. Perhaps at this time, your baby has begun to roll over when you put them on the tummy onto their back. That is a really cool gross motor development that we're looking for at this age. Encourage movement. And the other thing that we're starting to see in terms of gross motor development at this age is starting to see if you hold your baby up and feet touch the ground, he's starting to hold some weight to on those feet. So that's really cool to start noticing that our babies are doing that. Also, at this age, we start seeing the babies are not just grabbing the toys, but they're actually shaking them. And now they're becoming very aware of their environment. And because of this, we need to constantly be stimulating them or they're going to get bored. So I encourage a lot of that connection and a lot of that one-on-one playtime with your little one at this age. So now that we discussed all the things that you should be seeing at this age, I do still want to share with you the red flags. If your child is not doing the following at this age, it is time for us to be more purposeful in connecting with them and now really helping them meet those specific milestones. The first one here that's really important, that by this age, if your child is not tracking any moving object or person, that is something to be concerned about. Okay, so I would say continue to encourage this tracking. Do it with a rattle, so then now he's not just responding to the visual stimulation but also to the sound. Also bring high contrast cards and put it really close to his face where he no longer has where he kind of has no way to avoid it. So you're tracking now a bigger object across his line of sight. We want to make sure we're giving him more of those opportunities and being very purposeful on that. The other thing is that if your child is not smiling at people, that is another thing that we really want to worry about. Let's do a little bit more of that face-to-face talk. Hi, Babas, I love you. Hi, oh, you see Mama? Bring his hands to your face, you know, tickle him and be very animated in front of him. We want to encourage him to connect with us and to find value in the connection with another human being. Also want to make sure the child is doing some verbalizations by this point. Work on those verbal communications like, oh, where's mama, mama? You know, encourage those simple sounds that the baby should be doing by now. We want to make sure that by this age, you are noticing that your baby has better control of the neck. When we're holding him, when we're carrying him this way, we want to make sure that he's not just bobbling as much as he was when he was a newborn, that he's able to hold it up. If he's not doing that, let's continue to do tummy time. Let's do side-lying playing, and let's continue to give him more support and opportunities to control his head. But tummy time is a really good exercise to help strengthen the neck and shoulder muscles that you need in order to have better control of your head. So the last thing here is we want to make sure that baby is able to push on his legs, that when we hold him up, we want to make sure the baby is able to hold some pressure on there. Thank you so much for joining me. I appreciate your time. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up if you found it helpful. Show us some love or share your questions down in the comments below. And if you are on Facebook or Instagram, find our link below and follow us there as well. And see you in our next video. Bye.